Memphis.
Here
How
we
does
are.
it feel to be home?
It's great. It's hot. It's always good to be home, but to be here and with all these wonderful, young hearts and minds. They're so creative and
They are just soaking this up. We're at Stax Recording Academy, Stax Music Academy. Tell me what you're doing here and the partnership with Levi's and how they've contributed.
On the last tour, on the Man of the Woods tour, I started collaborating with Levi's on certain pieces of clothing, and we started this kind of side brand with them called Fresh Leaves. And then we started talking about what else could we do. Their brand has always been really implemented with music, and the two are really synonymous. So we were talking about what could we do, and the first thing that came up was Stax Music Academy, and all the work that these wonderful teachers do down here with these, really beautifully creative kids. And we put together this idea of what if I got, all my favorite collaborators, or some of my favorite collaborators. We come down and we do basically a workshop with these kids. And we did it yesterday, and I mean, it was one of the best experiences I've ever had. Take notes so quickly. We just kind of roamed around. This is one of the rooms we used. We roamed around from room to room because they're split off in different groups. And they were given an objective to write a song about home. So we all kind of came in. We would float around. There's 5 of us. We would float around and give notes and say, what if you tried this? And I mean, honestly, I was blown away at how good the songs were already. There was one song that I heard and I just looked at him and I said, I would cut this record if I were you. Like this, I don't really have many notes for you.
No kidding. Were they intimidated, or were they asking you questions? Were they really collaborating with you, or just kind of
I think they were really
soaking it in?
excited to have all of us here. They were very excited when, I think we were a surprise.
Did they freak out?
I guess a little bit. It's always nice to kind of feel that energy, but I think once we there was a couple moments where I would give one of them a note, and one of the kids just went, "Ugh." And I was like, what, you don't like it? He goes, nah, I just can't believe I'm sitting here taking notes from you. And but then would jump right back in and implement it, and it's
And focus.
So I guess a little bit of both.
Why is it important for you to give back?
Well, I mean, listen, I've been lucky enough to have this platform and this privilege, and what's the best way that I can be involved in integrating people, humans, and music is. That's the universal language, You go overseas, you could be in, Denmark, and they know every word to every song. And I just remember being younger and having that happen and thinking, music really is a thing that binds. I think it's just so important for people like myself to use this privilege and my gifts to be involved in community, and music is the most fun way to do it, so that's why we're here.
If your main little guy, Silas, how old is he now, by the way?
He's 4.
He's 4.
Yeah, it happens fast.
If he were to say, Dad, I want to be in the business, I want to do what you do.
Absolutely not.
No.
No, I'm kidding. I don't know. Luckily, he's 4 and I don't have to think about that yet.
It's coming soon,
I'm still trying
though.
to figure out how to manage a 4-year-old, so.
Right now he's into the tractors and the trains and all of that,
He's into everything. He's into everything.
So we're here at Stax Music Academy, but you've also been posting a lot from the recording studio yourself. So does that mean new music on the way? Hopefully soon, hopefully this year?
To be honest, I'm in this, I've finished the tour, and my 38-year-old body needed most of the summer to recover from that. Because you can't really explain what tour life is like, but it really overtakes you, your whole system. I just called my publishers and I said, I just want to work with young, fresh people, and I want to collaborate more. And I've been songwriting and producing for so long. I want to experience that energy, and I want to work with people that I think are truly, you know, amazing. And Lizzo came by, worked with SZA the other day, and just worked with Meek Mill, and I'm having these experiences that are fueling me in such a different way. And again, I think it was really birthed out of feeling like, what can I do right now to just be a part of my community and integrate?
Baby, how you feeling? Head toss, check my nails. Baby, how you feeling? Woo, child.
Lizzo and I met at funny enough, at the Songwriters Hall of Fame. And I was like, I'm such a fan, if you ever want to write. And I think she thought I was lying. But we got in and we got a couple of ideas, and I don't know when they're gonna come out, but they're pretty good. I'm not gonna tell you too much about what we did together in the studio. If she wants to tell you, she can, but it's flames. Yes. It is so good. Yes. I'm so excited about it.
Yeah. Now you talk about the tour and what it takes out of you. Last year you had to take vocal rest.
I did.
How hard was that for you, and how scary?
I feel like I have to take vocal rest like for a period of every day.
Yeah.
Just be quiet.
That's right.
Yes.
But not this second.
No, not this second. No, not this second. I think, like I said, I think it was just a culmination of the same schedule with a little bit of an older body, and that's the muscle that I'm using so much. I think I just needed a break.
Yeah. I can imagine.
And which was tough for me to swallow, because I'm like, let's keep going.
Work.
You know, my doctors were like,
Stop.
Yeah.
It makes me think about how supportive Jessica must have been through that time.
Sure.
How has she influenced you? How has she changed you?
In so many ways. I think anybody out there, you know, you go through anything, to have somebody by your side to really go through it with you and get in the mud with you, so to speak. Yeah. I'm sure you know what that's like.
I do.
You just got little sparkles in your eyes.
I'm standing next to this one. How can you not?
Oh, I love you.
Once you find that person, it's like a baptism where you're like, I can't go back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I can't go back. So, which is what fatherhood's like too. So
It's a beautiful thing.
yeah, I'm just enjoying the ride.
I have something else. I think you're gonna like this.
You know, I just want to still be on Entertainment Tonight 10 years from now. That'd be cool. Maybe I'll come host the show this fall.
What am I wearing?
You look good. Don't focus on that.
Now I know you're in the press because you are lying out of your teeth.
No. You know, the offer still stands. E.T., come host anytime. What do you
Come host?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. What do you think about this?
I don't know if I'm
it?
equipped. You know, I don't speak well. If I wrote it down in a song, I can look at what's happening right now.
I know.
I'm
You got all
flustered.
flustered.
Don't show that clip to anybody. That hair and outfit, that's just,
It's awesome.
you know, I got to
awesome.
live out my awkward years in front of all of you. And it's really haunting me. I'm not gonna
it's a
lie.
beautiful
I go
thing,
behind
Justin.
closed doors and I just, no, okay.
I'm getting practice right now, so.
All right, back to this competition. So where are you in this stage with the kids?
So what happened was yesterday we worked with all of them, and we kind of like, you know, let them take the wheel back, and they're sort of like putting the finishing touches on their songs that they worked on, and now we're gonna go hear them. We're gonna judge. Some of the teachers reported back that like, you know how hard it is to get them to stay after and like keep working on their stuff because they all want to go do they're teenagers, you know, they want to go live life. And he said after yesterday, he said they just stayed here like for the longest time and worked on their stuff. That's so inspiring for me because you dream up something like this in a way that you can give back, and then to see that it actually does make a difference in their whole energy. You just never know what fire you might light with one of these young people or a group of them, and we could have the next, Beyonce or John Legend or, Adele in that room. So,
A legend could come out of this.
yeah,
you know?
not just a John Legend,
Not
any
just
type of legend.
Any type of legend.
Our reporter on the scene is Tommy Jones. Tommy?
Hi, Tommy Jones here, reporting to you from the first floor hall where Miss Hepplewhite is talking to unidentified foreign exchange students via Zoran hand signals. Note how Miss Hepplewhite's index finger is bent at a 44-degree angle.
30 years ago, we first met you with the Mickey Mouse Club.
Okay,
Celebrated its 30th anniversary.
that's right.
So in separate interviews, Christina and Brittany said they would be down for a reunion. Would you ever be down?
Sure. It's so cool being here and being a part of being this much influence on a young person who maybe feels different or like they don't belong, and they found music as a thing that has brought them together, because I think that was something that we all shared in common. Was we were 10 and 11, even a little bit younger than these kids are, and we all felt like the weirdos in our selective states and counties and schools. And so to have met all of those people at that time and then to all come together and be influenced, I mean, that was the most influential experience I ever had. I mean, we were 10 years old, we got to learn how to be on camera, we got to learn how to write, dance, sing, act. We would be in front of a live studio audience and trying to do comedy. And so yeah, I mean, my relationship with that is like the ultimate feels.
See you real soon.
Why? Because we like you.
Tell me about this room, and it's called the Song Lab.
Yeah, this
and
is
what we're doing in here.
This is what we made.
Yeah.
And this is Song Lab, but this is not the only one. I mean, this is specific to these instruments, and but there's other rooms too where they get to work with things like this hooked up to their laptops, and they can program music as well. So I want them to make live music and sequence music and bring it all together and make music that fuels them. We're here at Stax Music Academy, and it's important to remember how it changed the world. I also want these kids to be able to make their music as well. I want them to be able to cover Aretha Franklin and Otis Redding, but I also want them to be able to sample them and like turn it into something else. This room is specific to instruments, but they have other rooms too where they're all got their headphones on and they're making beats. And
That's awesome. They're lucky kids to have you involved in
well,
their
thank
story.
you. Yeah. Honestly, I've learned so much in the last 48 hours. I feel like I'm fueled up and ready to get back in the studio. Only on ET.
I'm getting practice right now, so.
Great.